Hey y'all, it's your girl Jackie with a Q. Let me ask y'all something. Do dating apps really work? Do dating apps really work? And I need y'all full, total honesty and transparency. Do dating apps really work? Now, my experience is no. But I have friends. Who have married, who have connected up with folks. They go together and all that stuff, right? I have two sets of friends who have married, right? Recently, last few years or so, right? During the pandemic. But I ain't had no luck with them. I don't fool with them because I ain't had no luck. Everybody seem to be lying. But that's my question. Right? Do dating apps really work? And now I used to think they worked when I was with somebody. I thought they worked, but now that I'm single, them things ain't working. They don't work for me, right? It seems like it's the leftovers, the rejects. That's what it seems like now. I don't know. Don't jump down my throat. I'm just saying my experience. I just only can tell my truth, right? Because people appear to be one way, and then you get to know them, and they something totally different. It's like, ugh, right? So that's my question. And if you have been on the app and you've met the love of your life, let me know. Let me know. But I like I said, I know people who have got together. But I also know people who have got together and it's kind of a little rocky. It's a little rocky. Get a little rocky, right? I know someone, I don't want to put their business out, but I know someone who I knew them before they got with the person. And I knew what type of dude he was. So we talk about how he was, right? And I was so happy for them when they got together. He moved to another state. They got together. Then they married during the pandemic. I was like, oh, I'm so happy for them. Right? Now, I see that it's rocky. This is rocky. He didn't turn it to who I knew who he was. He turned it to the person that he always been, if that makes sense, right? See, people put on a mask. They put on a mask, y'all, to get whatever it is they want to get from you, right? And men are much better at hiding who they are than we are, because we emotional, so we're going to let it all out. Ooh, we love you. Ooh, I love you. Or I hate you. Whatever, how you feeling, right? Men are much easier to hide who they are. So with dating apps, like I watch a lot of TV, right? So now I'm really about scared of them because I done seen all kind of movies and documentaries and shows about the dating app. And she met him, he was the love of her life. Next thing you know, she on the floor, right? So I'm a little scared, right? But I, again, know people who have had successful or semi-successful situations on the dating app. Now, this is what I found out on the dating app, right? Niggas is lying. They lying, right? They lying about who they are, what they want, and what they have. They're lying. Just straight up lying, right? Like you ain't gonna never see them, or like you ain't gonna never realize, or you ain't gonna never be around them to see who they really are, right? And what happens is, especially in my case, when they realize I am who I say I am, they know I ain't the one, I'm not the one. I'm not the one, right? And it'll dissolve itself. I've never had to say, I don't really like you. Now, sometimes somebody keep calling you don't answer the phone, and then, they'll go away. But for the most part, they know that we ain't lined up. They know that they not lined up with you. They know that, right? But they'll try. They'll try. But once they realize that you realize that y'all ain't lined up, it'll end, right? But let me tell y'all something. I was a serial dater when I got single. I done talked to 7,492 Negroes, right? For real. Talk to, I say. So don't get in my comments talking to nothing. I said talk, right? Because ain't nothing wrong with talking. Let me tell y'all something, ladies. And I'm going to talk about this in another video. For single women, don't stop talking to dudes. Don't stop talking to them, because what happens is you start to be afraid of them, and then you don't know how to talk to them. I've seen that. I got friends like that. Don't stop talking to them. I don't care, if you only talk to him for a day or two or three till you realize he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, then, next person talk to that person. Ain't nothing wrong with talking. That's safe. Talking. Exercise your game. Keep your game up, right? But don't go without talking to them. I don't believe in that. Some people might say you don't need to talk to them, it's a waste of your time. But then this is for you. When you're talking to them, this is for you. Because I know a lot of my friends, especially the older they get, they don't even want to talk. They don't even know how to talk, and they're scared of dudes. I've seen women, pretty women, beautiful women, sit by themselves for years and years and years and years because they scared of dudes. So talk to them. That's how you learn yourself, learn what you want, and learn what you don't want. Talk to them. It's okay. Talk to them. Talk to old crazy ass Henry, a retarded Bill. Talk to him. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, because it's okay, right? Let me tell y'all what happened to me today. First day of work, right? I couldn't wait to get there so I could see who was in there. Couldn't wait to get there, right? It was one candidate. I'm going to make my friend. I already said I'm going to make him my friend. By tomorrow, we're going to be friends. I'm going to talk to him. He's going to be my friend, right? Because I'm very sociable, right? Child, we had to take a test. Now, I know this ain't about dating, but I just got to tell somebody about this. This is why women are single. You know, so many of us, right? Because they appear to be one way and then they really not. So we had to take a test. They said, watch this video, and then we're going to take a test, and you have to get 80% right. Now, it was 10 questions, so that means you could only get 2 wrong. Shouldn't got nothing wrong. It was only 10 questions, right? Him and another idiot, and I knew this other dude was an idiot. He was an Indian man or something. I knew he was an idiot because he kept asking me, where you get the water from. Nigga, the sinks is right there. Why are you asking me that shit, right? So, anyway, buddy, he failed it. He failed it. And they did him a solid. They said, these is the ones you failed. These are the ones that you failed. Just work on them. He asked me. He had dirt asked me. Now, we hadn't said nothing to each other. He was sitting right behind me. He asked me, and I told him. But while I'm trying to tell him, he couldn't really read. I said, he just showing it to me and pointing. I said, read it. What did it say? Right? What did it say? Okay, I did 3. I gave him the right answers, you know, and helped the brother man out because they said if you don't get a mat, they're going to walk you over to HR. So I'm like, you know, I want brother man, you know, get his job. So I helped him, right? But he was so slow with it. I said, hurry up. Right then, it was a whole turn on because I said, oh, he's a dum-dum. And that's the problem, y'all. That's the problem. That's what happens on them dating apps. People will present themselves one way, and when you really get to know them, you ain't even got to really get to know them. Just have a few more conversations with them. Don't take not that many to realize they ain't who they say they is and they dumb as a box of rocks. It don't take that long. I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm just telling you my experience, right? And the experiences of my friends and the people that I know. That's why everybody's single, okay? Because these dudes ain't working on themselves. They not working on themselves financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, none of the things. They're not working on it. They just keep going, waking up every day doing the same thing. That's why. So if y'all the date naps, if y'all been on a date nap and successful, you married, you got a fiance, you got a boyfriend, you got a man, y'all just booed up, let me know, child. Let me know. I want to know. That's why I don't watch them dating shows. Them shows, Finding Love, or all them Love Out. I don't watch them because I know it's all BS. But y'all tell me y'all experience, okay?